right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's Gordon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing, Hackenberg. He's going to wind, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early. But I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
To throw is Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Ready? Mike 5-5. You're Mike 50. Ready? 90.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 53 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
They run again on first down, Peterson. 12 yards there as they move the chains. With that last carry, Adrian Peterson has gone over 12,000 yards in his career. He becomes the 16th member of that elusive club.
How about that? The next 3 guys that are on the list that he can pass, all Hall of Famers. Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, and Marcus Allen. No wonder his dad called him AD for all day. That man can go.
Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On third and long, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And Lutz puts this one through. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. And that is incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Around the NFL, a little bit of a surprise update from Minneapolis. They start the drive with Peterson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Breeze now on first down. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A swift move, but not a ton to show for it. Tackle just on the other side of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
One set. Ready. Lady. I got 19.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Ginn will come in motion right. From the gun on third down, Breeze. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go. 3-19.
On third and 1, here's Hackenberg. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Hackenberg on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall around the 37. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. 20, 10. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Gordon, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second down, Hackenberg. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Breeze now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Christian Hackenberg and company back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them the lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing.
Under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now the former Tulane star down the road. It's Matt Forte. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Here's Ginn. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Kill, 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 kill! Ready? You waiting?
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, Breeze. And he's got it over the middle, Flainer. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Breeze to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Breeze. It's complete to Flainer. 18 yards there and a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Caught by Snead over the middle. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, you have the punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw is Hackenberg. And he's got a noon one. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to myth that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And, oh, this is Peterson remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Brees going to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Coming into the year, Brees, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Brees hasn't looked back since. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Haoli Kikaha. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he is knocked down from the side, near the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Haoli Kikaha. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Green 39.
Play action now. Hackenberg. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Mario Williams. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
This one away by the punter, Dar. Now it's Ginn. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brees now on first down. He uncorks it for Snead, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. defense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Hackenberg now after the fumble recovery. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. The Dolphins, they have extended their lead in that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To throw, it's Breeze. Time for a break. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Encroachment defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 12-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Brought in left side by Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Breeze finding Snead there for a Saint 1st down. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Again, it's Breeze. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the gun on third down, Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They are in the 4th and Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Easy. Got it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Their goal from the start was to at least finish 500.